Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Gaming Buddies with me, White Tea Poison. We got Random Task over here as well. Hello, Random.
Hello. Good to be back.
And for episode 2, and hopefully from now forward, we'll have my lovely wife, Holly Bolly Lollipop. Hello, my lovely wife.
Hello.
Thank you for
Hello.
being here. Thank you.
Booger
Thank you
and
for
all.
having me.
So, yeah,
Booger
this
and all.
booger and all. I love the picture. Yeah, this is episode 2. Thank you for everybody who watched last week's video. If you did, I appreciate it. If not, and you're watching this one, I'll have a link at the end of the video to the playlist so you can watch that. But last week we talked about the video game awards. That was the big thing that happened the last time. You will be watching this New Year's Day. At least that's the day that's coming out. You might watch this at a different time. Whatever, doesn't matter. But this is what's going on in this time frame. So let's just start off really quickly with going over some gaming news because I have some other place that I want us to go today. So we'll get there when we get there. But to start off, we're gonna start off with some gaming news, some stuff that has been happening in the gaming space. Not everybody's gonna have a whole lot of input on all this stuff, and that's okay though. Feel free to input as you can. The first news story that I have is, and keep in mind, it's slow. It's the end of the year. Nothing big is happening, so it is what it is.
A lot of the major announcements just kind of happened. So
We're waiting for Switch 2 with everyone
Basically.
else. Everybody is. Whenever Nintendo decides to do that. Because we were told when the first day of this year, hey, by the way, Switch 2 is coming out this year. You know what didn't happen? Switch 2. Nothing.
Switch 2 came. Yeah.
Nothing.
Not a soul.
Nothing.
Yeah.
absolutely nilch.
Yeah. Okay. So first is for those of you who care, Pokemon TCG Pocket released its new set recently, which I like a lot because just having a singular set of cards for a TCG, and I love TCGs. My wife knows this. With that being the case, and only having one set, seeing the same Mewtwo and Gardevoir combo, annoying. I hate it. It made me not want to do the rank stuff because I just knew I was gonna get walloped because I don't want to play Mewtwo / Gardevoir. My love, I know you also play TCG Pocket. Have you had a chance to check out any of the new stuff? Hello?
Hello. Sorry, you cut out a little bit. Say that.
No, you're fine.
Hold on. I don't know why.
No,
I don't know why you're cutting out.
You're fine. Have you had a chance to check out the new set?
I have. I've been actually getting some of the. I haven't played around with it because, to be quite honest with you, I'm very intimidated. I don't know any of these new cards. I'm very intimidated. I don't know any of these new cards. I'm a little scared.
I
But
understand.
I have been getting all the booster packs and trying to get more 10 pulls
Yeah.
just to get as many as possible, and then I'll jump in. But I haven't even started this new battle.
Mythical. Oh, you're talking about the rank stuff.
Yeah, I haven't even started that yet, so hopefully I'll start it maybe like tomorrow or I don't know, next week or something.
Yeah. I get the intimidation part because I get intimidated too,
Yeah.
especially because Pokemon as a whole is pretty huge. So I imagine there's a lot of Pokemon heads playing, and I have no idea what's happening. So I honestly had no idea about the Gardevoir Mewtwo EX combo, and then when it started
Yeah.
happening, I was really sad, really sad.
Sad, scared, yeah, all of it. All of the
Yeah.
above.
All of the above.
Disheartened.
Yes.
I
Constantly.
to be honest with you, now all of a sudden, I'm getting a bunch of Pokemon what is it called?
TCG
Pokemon
Pocket?
TCG Pocket on TikTok. I'm getting a lot of TikTok lives for it, and every time I see a new one, I go, "Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that one."
That's how you get the tips and the tricks.
They're busting out. They are. You're not wrong. They're busting out great combos, and I'm terrified. I don't have any of these
I'm
cards.
terrified. I know. Have you gotten
The
Mew
terror
yet?
of TCG.
What happened?
Have you gotten Mew yet?
No, I haven't gotten Mew yet.
Yeah.
That's the one card that I see, and I'm like, oh, I suck.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a Mew yet either, but I did the new like a CPU battles because they added some new ones. And
You're right. I should do that.
yeah, it's 3 energy attack, gets to copy an attack of anything on the field and just do it.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying. Anyway, surrounding the stuff of TCG Pocket and the new release, I guess because of the release, there has also been talk. So you know how whenever you choose your pack, you get the little swirly thingy, and then you choose the pack. You can rotate the pack, and then you swipe to tear it open. I guess people have asked the developers of the game whether or not the pack that you choose has any impact on anything. Because I don't know if you've seen this, but whenever you're swiping through the different packs, there's a button on the bottom right that just says skip.
Oh.
So you can just skip it and just open a pack of cards. So they asked them, and they basically said, we just want to recreate the experience of examining your cards, examining a booster pack, and going through all the rituals that you would go through if you were picking up a new set of cards at Walmart or Target or your local card shop. So
You just reminded me of the weird little crisis when like YouTubers started getting into like Pokemon card opening, and then they had to like take them off the store shelves for a while. I'm sorry, that just kind of came to my mind right now.
no, you're good. You're good. No, I remember when that happened because there were signs all over the place.
Is it because they were buying so many in bulk? Because I feel like they do that. They did that with the Animal Crossing amiibo cards too, where they would just go and buy. I think they ended up having to limit them at Target, where you could only buy 2 packs at a time, and people were losing their minds.
Yeah, I think it was something revolving around that kind of thing where, like, I think a lot of people were also kind of potentially starting to get violent over it. Maybe I'm not sure if I remember.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, to be honest with you. And I know for a while, like I said, at Target, they had the cards in like behind a glass case that you had to go get an employee to open it for you so you can get one. I don't think they do that so much anymore, but
The
yeah.
amiibos are like the very limited amiibos that they have are behind glass cases for Animal Crossing. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No surprise there. To be honest, the whole thing about like whether your pack even matters, to me, because they're dancing around the whole thing, it probably doesn't matter. It probably doesn't matter. It's probably pre-selected before you even choose one, and that reminds me of Mario Party, like the first
where,
Mario
like,
Party.
where like in like the old 64 games, your walls are predetermined at like the start of the mini game screen or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're as soon as that happens, it's predetermined. So like you can't even. It doesn't matter how much you sit there, how much you spit on your hands and rub them together, or whatever your ritual is.
How much you blow on your Nintendo 64 controller.
Yeah, whatever you want to do, it's not working. They already gave you the one, and you're gonna have to take that.
We
good
love
luck.
existentialism in our Mario Party. Your fate is predetermined.
Exactly. Moving on to the next bit of news. This is revolving around Tekken 8. So Harada from Tekken is executive producer on Shadow Labyrinth. I didn't know that, but apparently that he is. It makes sense. I don't know how involved he is with like the day-to-day game development anymore, but yeah, he's executive producer for Shadow Labyrinth. That
Interesting.
what do you call it?
I don't know what that
Metroidvania.
means, but I love that for him.
It's the Metroidvania Pac-Man game.
That's
Oh,
so funny.
okay.
Yeah, he's the executive producer for that.
That's so.
I forgot. What is that game? What is that game called again?
Shadow Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Shadow Labyrinth. What in the
And
world?
And on the O, you can see a Pac-Man eating out the inside of the O.
Oh, good.
Just so you know, it's a Pac-Man game.
It is a
Yeah.
Pac-Man game with power pellets and all.
That is so funny.
Yeah. So apparently, it was brought up to him if he wanted to have Pac-Man in Tekken, and he is open to the idea. And I was reading a news article about this from IGN, and apparently they've tried it before. And I am not referring to Tekken Cross Street Fighter where you have Pac-Man in a mech suit. Is that Mega Man? Is not Pac-Man in a mech suit?
Nah, bro, that's Mega Man in is it Street Fighter Cross Tekken?
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah, that's Mega Man, dude. That's Box Art Mega Man.
No, there's Pac-Man in a mech suit.
Not, dude. I'm serious. Like there was Mega Man in that game. Do you know?
I remember Mega Man.
Well, let me here. I'll do my research right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it showed up.
I see him right here.
Tekken is a video game. What the heck? Wow, that's insane.
Yeah. So that has happened before.
Why is he writing Mokujin?
They needed to include him. Why not?
What is
So
going off?
before that, they have tried to add him before. So apparently they told their character designer to come up with an idea to have Pac-Man in Tekken as a guest character, okay? And the character designer, his idea was, let's get Pac-Man and put him on a buff body. So it's just Pac-Man head, buff body.
Oh my god.
That was the brilliant idea they came up with. I don't blame them. That sounds like a really hard thing to put together, you know? So apparently... Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I don't know like how you anthropomorphize Pac-Man outside of like the design they came up with like the 3D games that already exist. I feel like that's-
Which is just a ball with arms and legs.
Yeah, like I don't know how you do that any further. I feel like that's as close as you can get while still kind of retaining what Pac-Man is, you know?
For sure. So apparently, Harada took this concept art and they showed it to Iwatani, which is the Pac-Man creator, Iwatani-san. And he scolded Harada for the abomination that was created. He sat him down and he told him, I can't believe you did this. I can't believe you made this. He scolded him over this.
That's so funny. Because that's like effectively, could you imagine how they feel about like fan artists and like the weird things? Like
That's true.
imagine if like the Sonic producer like saw what they do to like those poor characters on like a regular basis.
He's crying.
Yeah,
he's
dude.
crying. He's weeping.
Internal shambles.
Yeah, so Iwatani was not happy about it. He scolded Harada. Harada had to get yelled at by the Pac-Man creator. And you know what? I kind of wish we would at least see that rough sketch of Pac-Man with buff body. I'm just curious, like, is he just an all yellow man? Is he wearing a shirt? Is he wearing pants? Like,
I gotta imagine whatever that design is just mega cursed.
I'm sure it is. I'm
Like
sure.
the original Sonic movie that they tried to do, and everybody was like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
The Sonic 1 original trailer, Sonic movie.
Yes.
That's a magical time.
Everybody's bullied them into freaking changing it. I imagine that was the energy it was giving.
Didn't that Sonic show up in a movie?
Yeah, it was the Chip and Dale movie. I think.
Oh, was it in that movie?
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
homeless or something, right? He's looking for work or something. I don't
like a-
remember.
There's
He's
a
he's
Chip
like a
and Dale
con
movie?
artist. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a like a Chip and Dale movie with like the weird like 2D 3D style animation.
Yeah, I think one of them
What?
was 2D and the other one was 3D.
Yeah, it honestly looks pretty decent. I haven't watched it.
I never heard anything about it, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I heard it was all right.
I'm gonna check it out
That's
though.
so funny.
So yeah, that's some Taken 8 stuff. So in the future, all of that to say that Harada now has an opportunity to add Pac-Man via this hooded man or person in Shadow Labyrinth. He doesn't have to necessarily add Pac-Man by himself, but now this hooded figure.
I would say that probably would be like one of the more interesting, because like what's the closest thing to like, 'cause this thing is like, the Shadow Lambert design is very clearly alien, right? Like this thing isn't human, whatever it is.
Are we talking about Pac-Man or are we talking about
We were talking about John Shadow.
John? Is that its name?
No, I'm just
Okay, okay. I just didn't know.
It's like if you say John Warhammer or something for like a random Warhammer.
Yeah, like I understood that, but it's just the
Yeah.
concept is already ridiculous. I just didn't know if they went even more ridiculous with the name.
John Shadow. No, but like, you made me lose my point. What was I talking about?
John Shadow being added into Tekken. I don't know, 8 or 9. Look, we already got Clive in there, so another sword person is.
Oh yeah, now I remember my point. My point was that like, although he is humanoid, like I feel like this would easily be like the most alien-looking character in the game, right?
Potentially.
Yeah, because like I don't think they've ever had anything look this freaky outside of like maybe Yoshimitsu.
I mean, what's that girl's name with the demon arm?
I know who you're talking about. It's like Eliza or something.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I'm so bad at Tekken.
I'm not too much of a Tekken head. My girlfriend's gonna be so disappointed in me right now.
As she should.
Did you actually, on the topic of T8, did you also see that there was, I think it was just like a video interview, but someone asked them regarding the Final Fantasy stuff, since like, you know, Clive just released and all that.
Yeah.
And apparently Harada also said in an interview that like, he basically, someone asked him like, hey, we open to more in the future? And Harada basically said something along the lines of, you know, why limit ourselves to one Final Fantasy character?
But what does that mean? He's gonna add Titus?
He's gonna add somebody apparently. I'm assuming at that point he's aware of like the big like
Tifa?
like Huffis, yeah, surrounding Tifa and whatnot.
For sure. So there's a certain fighting game streamer who would lose his mind for that.
Yeah, it would in fact make for a great YouTube video. At least 100,000 views, at least.
At least. Okay, so we'll move forward from that story to Borderlands 4. We'll keep this one brief. The narrative director has criticized the abundance of toilet humor in Borderlands 3. There you go. I didn't play a whole lot of Borderlands 3, so I have no idea. But that's not surprising because that's kind of been their thing since the first one. You know?
Yeah, like the humor has always kind of leaned through this like meta, self-aware, like
crude.
Yeah, crude humor.
For sure. Yeah, and apparently he's saying that they will be toning that down for Borderlands 4.
I wonder what that means. I mean, I guess the trailer for 4 was definitely a lot more toned down in terms of like, I don't know, like,
was there any
absurdness.
speaking in it? I don't even remember anymore.
I think there was a little, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Nothing important, that's for sure. Nothing major.
We'll see if that does anything for sales of Borderlands 4.
I
Because
wonder why they're going with that route, because isn't that like the biggest thing about those games? We've only played the first one or the second one, right?
yeah, we've only played the second one.
Isn't that like part of the appeal? Is it just being ridiculous and silly?
I think I think ridiculous and silly is fine. I think people are like, it started leaning in a direction that was like almost obnoxious.
Like
it's
it's like middle school humor is what it comes across as, I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay, no, that makes sense then.
Yeah. So I'm not saying I don't think they're necessarily like not gonna be like have those kinds of jokes, but just like try not to be so heavy on it, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, I imagine like the series isn't a a newer series, so the fans are getting older, and it's gotten to a point where they're like, okay, we're getting older. It's time to like
Please.
sophisticate the humor a little bit.
Please. Yeah.
See, I think a good articulation. I don't know how much you remember about Borderlands 3 White, but okay, let's just put it into context. The antagonist for Borderlands 2 is like Handsome Jack, right? Great villain. We love him. We hate him. All that stuff, right? I think we can all agree on that. The villain for Borderlands 3 are literally like two TikTokers. I'm not joking. They're social media influencers that convinced all of like
Eesh.
that convinced the entire planet to fight on their side with like by making YouTube videos. I am not joking.
Yeesh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little rough.
Now, granted, one of them was a siren, and the other one was like a siren eater, which are cool concepts. But like what they are as characters is like,
Not
like nobody
appealing.
cares type.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. That's a tough one, man. Well, hopefully that helps them sell more. We'll see. We'll move on to our next story, which is for Turok Origins. Apparently, it's being developed by Saber Interactive. If you don't know who that is, that's the people who developed Space Marines 2. So,
Really? Oh my!
he's losing his mind over there.
I haven't played Space Marine 2 yet, but I keep on saying it because like
I do
I've
want to
kind
play
of
it.
like, I've kind of like, I don't know if I've told you about this, but I've kind of ended up in the Warhammer sphere a little bit. Not like I haven't actually played any of the games yet, but I've developed an interest in like the series.
You have mentioned this, yes.
Yeah, so like I see Space Marine 2 and I'm like, that game looks crazy. It's almost like a Gears of War era type of game, you know?
Yeah. That's what I remember people saying whenever it came out. So, hey, that sounds like good stuff, man, you know?
Is Rock actually gonna be good? No way.
For sure. And I looked into what else this Saber Interactive has done. They did Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Campaign, Halo 2 Anniversary Campaign, Witcher 3 Complete Edition, Ghostbuster Remaster. They're apparently making the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake. And I don't know how true this is, because I haven't heard anything about it, and I found this on a Wikipedia page, so we know how that is. But it says on the Wikipedia page that they're working on Avatar: The Last Airbender game.
Oh, they're making an Avatar game.
Yes.
He sounded so like I don't know if that was just from the.
I have a bad hit. Like I played a couple of like the older Avatar: The Last Airbender games, so like historically those things have not banged. They've been pretty bad.
Okay, so I did hear like the good type. Yeah.
You mean you don't want an
Okay.
Avatar: The Last Airbender game that plays like Gears of War?
You know, there's like a bit of dissonance there. I'm not gonna lie. I think they could do a good job. I'm not gonna say it's not, but like just like on that console, you gotta. I don't know. There's got to be a different pitch there. I feel like.
If this game is being worked on, are they? I wonder if if they're working on that game first or Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake, because Knights of the Old Republic or KOTOR was announced like a few years ago, and we haven't heard anything about it since. So I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, I don't know. That thing could just become a new Hollow Knight or Silk Song for all we know.
Yeah, or what's that space game that just eats everybody's money?
No Man's Sky.
No, not
I know.
Okay, we'll move on to our last story, and then we'll get on to the real thing that we want to do today. Okay, so last story is Switch related. The Switch has now surpassed PS2 in lifetime sales. It is now the second best-selling console of all time with 46.6 million sales.
Can you repeat what number one was again?
Number one best-selling console of all time?
PS2.
Yeah.
The number one is the Nintendo DS.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, apparently Nintendo isn't very public with the numbers of the Nintendo DS, but it is the number one selling. That we know. And number 2 was PS2. Now it's number 3.
Dang,
'Cause
Nintendo's
Nintendo Switch with their hybrid console that has spawned other hybrid consoles has.
it's hard to argue with like the value of the Switch, right? I mean, they have so many. I feel like their indie catalog really expanded once they started like porting stuff to the Switch.
Oh yeah, no
So,
kidding.
So like that was insane. Obviously, they have a bunch of great first-party titles. The portability of it.
Super
makes it a
Mario
very-
Odyssey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Super Mario Odyssey. The new Zelda games for those who enjoy those. I'm not one of them.
Not at all.
What else is there? Like Metroid Dread was fantastic.
Ooh.
That's a big one for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of remakes of like Wii U games that usually came out enhanced. Funky Kong edition of
True.
Donkey Kong Returns.
And let's not forget that the Switch version of the Devil May Cry collection has multiplayer.
Dude, multiplayer in. Why was that not in 5, man? I'm never not gonna be sad about this.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And now Itsuno's gone. No.
So yeah, congrats to the Switch. Now Nintendo, January 1st, drop the news. Come on, do it.
Do it.
I'm actually begging. Please.
Miyamoto-san, I know you're listening. Drop it.
Miyamoto, stop staring at Illumination and stop like putting them in the mines for Super Mario Movie 2. Like, just let them out for a bit, okay? Like, I need you to divert your attention to the Switch 2, please.
To Super
Please, your
Nintendo
fans have needs.
Switch. Yes. My wife has a game that she's looking forward to and that she's so desperate for. So much so that
millions.
she didn't even care anything that was happening at the Video Game Awards.
I did not
She was
care
just
at
sad the
all.
whole time.
I really was devastated. I was like, I can't wait for this to be over.
So sorry.
That's so funny. Oh, that's so good.
I'll never get over it, man. And then I sat through all of the trailers and I was like, I don't even care.
You mean you didn't like the Lord of the Rings cozy game?
Don't make me scream into this into this freaking thing random. Don't make me do it because I will.
That's so funny. Okay. So yeah, that's our news stories. Now we're gonna get to the thing that I really wanted to get to, which is our top 3 games that we played this year. So as clarification, the way that I like to do this is not top 3 games that came out this year. No, top 3 games that you played this year.
Heck yeah.
I do that because I don't always keep up with the most current things, and I often miss old things. A few years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, I played what is that game called? Now I forgot what the game was called.
I wish I could tell you.
The one with Toby. What's that guy? Gosh.
Toby?
No.
McGuire?
No, not McGuire.
Spider-Man.
No. The Skeleton Man. Sans.
Toby?
Oh, Toby Fox? You're talking about Undertale.
Yeah, Undertale. Yeah, I played Undertale for like the first time like 2 or 3 years ago, and my
I'm
mind was
actually kind of
blown.
surprised it took you that long to figure it out. Because weren't you super into that game for a while?
I mean, if he just says Toby, that tells me nothing. Like,
He said
I only
like
think of Toby
McGuire.
And then I think of Toby from Naruto Shippuden, and that's it. That's all I got. Sorry, guys.
like as soon as you said the Skeleton Man, I was like, okay, there's some clarity. Thank you.
That's funny. That's funny. Anyway, that's what it is. I will go first on my list, and then after that we'll go to my lovely wife, and then we'll go to random. So first for me, and then this is gonna be my runner-up. I'm gonna give a runner-up. You guys don't have to do that if you guys don't want to. But my runner-up is Hogwarts Legacy. I played that this year.
Heck
Dang,
yeah.
this man was on the Hogwarts train.
I was. Gosh.
Hogwarts Express, if you will.
Look, I will say that it means a lot that I finished the game because if you know me, You
You're not
know
a game finisher.
that's also true.
That as well.
That as well, but that's not the point I was gonna make. He just put me on blast.
Like, man, I'm in that
He's
train.
actually not a real gamer.
Oh my
I'm in that
gosh.
train right
All
now, too,
my
man. I'm
street
really-
cred is dead. It's over. No, it's that. This is also probably gonna ruin my street cred. That I don't play or like open world games, and that's an open world game. There's so
Yeah.
much running around and just doing Merlin quests, which, by the way, make me mad.
Those-
Because it's just roll boulder here. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure Merlin was smarter than this. And I'm pretty sure he would have put more thought into these puzzles. But sure, I'm just going to roll a boulder. Cool. Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy, so cool. There's a specific part, like, in the later part of the game that I had so much fun with. But I don't want to say anything
I'll say, watch yourself.
because my wife here also hasn't finished the game. So
I haven't finished the game. However, I'm completing it. So like I'm taking I think I'm like 40-something% done with the story, but I'm so strong.
yeah, you are so strong. The part that I'm talking about, I was getting walloped because I was under leveled. That probably added to the fun factor that I had to try so hard. But I'm sure when you get there, you're just gonna handle business. It's gonna be so
I'm gonna be
easy.
handling business over
You're
here.
gonna be killing everybody with the Crucio spell or whatever.
If only you took all your wizarding school seriously.
I didn't. I was
Please.
rarely in class. I was rarely in class.
He really, yeah, he really did not go to class at all. I was like, that was like my favorite part of the game was going to classes. He was like, I don't care. I was like, oh, okay. We're completely different gamers.
What I did start to enjoy towards the tail end of the game, though, was kidnapping animals and taking them to my little my little
That
hidey
was
hole.
so funny.
Hagrid would be
It's so
ashamed of you.
funny and sad because they're genuinely scared of you.
Yeah, as you pull out this bag that just
You're
it's just
forcefully
Kirby.
kidnapping them.
It's just Kirby just sucking in everything in its path, bro. It's crazy. So yeah, Hogwarts Legacy, my runner-up. Number 3 for me. This is also gonna ruin my street cred right here. Dang, I can't believe I did this to myself. Stardew Valley.
Ooh,
Have I played Stardew Valley in the past? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been playing it since it officially came out. Maybe like a few months after the fact.
bro, you bought him milk.
And you know what I did all those years? Everybody here knows, but everybody who's listening doesn't know. I've only done fishing. Only done fishing. This year was
Yeah.
the first year I did everything else but fishing. And let me tell you, I fell in love with the community center. The,
It is pretty fun, though.
the community center stuff is so fun. Getting all your stuff together and putting it in there and then watching those little dust sprites or whatever they are walk around with your stuff. And,
No.
oh,
The Jublamos.
No, the
Jinjos?
Junimos. Jinjo, no, Junimos, please.
Not Jinjos. We're
no,
not.
Jinjos are Banjo Kazooie.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, Banjo Kazooie. So yeah, I know I'm late to that one, and I'm pretty sure I got my Nintendo Switch, like wrapped thing earlier this week, as we're recording. And
That's a thing.
Yeah, they send you an email for it where it tells you like, hey, by the way, this is what you played most of. This is the genre you played most of, and all this stuff. And I'm pretty sure my number 1 was Stardew Valley, actually. So
Did you get your one
Wow.
for Steam also?
yeah, I did. I don't even remember what it was. I don't remember what it was. Honestly, didn't. Oh, you know what? I do know what it was. This is a game called Chillquarium.
Oh, bro, he's chilling.
Yeah, it's just a game where you feed fish and you watch them grow.
Dude, nice.
Yeah, it was-
Oh, okay, I know what game you're talking about. I saw you playing it.
yeah. I'm actually waiting because they're about to release another one. I think about birds. And
Yo,
Nice.
Bird Aquarium?
I'm a hop on that one too. Anyway, yeah, Stardew Valley. That game is good. If you haven't checked it out, I'm sure you have. But if you haven't, do it and do more than fishing. Don't be me. Don't be a square. My number 2 is not Stardew Valley. It's a game called Evil West. I don't know if you guys have heard of this game. It's over the shoulder
not really.
action
No,
game. If you like action games, I highly recommend it. You're like a cowboy who's killing. It's like a cowboy with like very rudimentary like technology. You have like a gauntlet that shoots electricity and stuff. It is so fun. And you fight vampires. You fight vampires.
Yes.
What in the world?
Yeah.
I'm looking at a trailer for the game right now. This looks pretty good. I like it.
It is so good. Random, you gotta play it when you get the chance.
I-
if you ever
I've
get the
definitely
chance.
seen- This is also saying it has co-op in it.
I didn't even know I had co-op.
What the?
I don't know how much attention this game got when it came out, but man, it is so good. I've been wanting to play it forever. I waited until it went on sale earlier this year because I played it like in maybe March-ish time, and yeah, it was so good. It was so fun. I thought the combat was gonna be kind of like I don't know because you don't see games like this anymore. You know, it's like it's like very much like an Xbox 360 era type game. Like last time we talked about what is it called, Dark Sector? You know,
Yeah.
it's like one of those kinds of games where it's like, is it the best thing you'll ever play? No. Is it comfort food? Yep.
It's that slop you love, like putting down the gullet. It's like, yeah, give me some more.
Yeah. And I love action games, so
I didn't like any of those words describing that game. I didn't like any of those words.
So yeah, punching
vampires.
as a cowboy with an electric gauntlet. Highly recommend. Do it. Check it out.
Love that.
My number 1 game that I played this year, to no one's surprise if you know me, Pizza Tower. I'm just kidding. Don't buy that
Bro,
one.
what the heck?
He was about to get so
What the heck?
happy.
Wait, what the heck? When did this happen?
No, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth.
Oh, duh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Duh.
My lovely wife here actually bought this game for me for, what was it? For Valentine's Day, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And I was hooked immediately. Ichiban, number 1. I know everybody
Number
likes
one.
Kiryu, but
You
Ichiban.
didn't play any of the
Look,
previous.
here's the thing. Kiryu is also in the game, okay? He's also there. He's old. Okay? He's an old man. But
riddled with cancer. Poor
yeah,
guy.
yes, he is. That's not spoilers. It tells you in the in the trailer.
trailers.
It tells you in the
Oh, I was about
trailer.
to cry. I realized
no.
I said it and I was like, wait a second.
No, it's in the trailer. It's
Cut out,
literally
cut
in
out.
the trailer.
Okay, we're good. Woo. Sorry, guys. I'll shut up for the rest of the time.
Yeah, no, that game, man, like the first one. If you guys haven't played Yakuza Like a Dragon, that game all made me cry. Infinite Wealth also made me cry when I played it. Oh my gosh, Ichiban's such a cool character. His companions are such cool characters. I love them all so much. Kiryu was cool. The fact that they worked his stances into this turn-based RPG, I thought was really cool. Doing all, I don't even remember what the stances are called because
It's Brawler, Thug, and Beast, I think.
yeah, Beast, and I think he has a 4th one in this game, but I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, oh, so good. After sitting on it for a while, I think I prefer it over the first one. I think it's a better game than the first one. This game's a 10 out of 10. If you like turn-based RPGs, if you like Yakuza, check it out. Such a good time. I can't wait until they make another Like a Dragon game featuring my man Ichiban.
Ichiban.
And that'll probably be a while because the studio has announced Virtua Fighter, another Yakuza-looking game.
Yeah, the back in time one.
Yeah, the Back in Time one. So it looks like they're doing other things. So I'll be waiting for potentially a while before that happens. Anyway, that's it for me. So let's move on to my lovely wife over here. What is it for you, my lovely wife? From 3 upward.
3. Well, I guess I could give a runner-up as well. I think my runner-up would probably be Balatro, because I didn't play a whole lot of it, but I was definitely enjoying what I was playing a lot.
Balatro sweep.
And it actually wasn't, that was not a game that I thought I would enjoy as much as I did, which is why
Do you like
it's
poker?
an honorable mention. No, I actually don't know how to play poker at all.
Well, now you do.
I've never
Thanks to
played-
Balatro.
Yeah, thanks to Balatro. Okay, so that's a lie. I played my cousin's version of poker, which I'm sure was all wrong because they
Like a bunch of house rules, probably.
basically, yeah.
They
we
summoned
played with
Exodia?
pennies.
Oh.
Yeah, the full Exodia too, not the pieces, just a full card of Exodia. Yeah, we had a
Cheater.
bunch of those. And so that one was a really fun game. I'm enjoying it. Whenever I do play it as like a little one of those, how do you explain it? Just like a filler game, kind of.
Yeah, it's like a very quick get in, get out type of thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like all that. Good stuff. So then that leads me into my number 3 game, which I have to say, I know again we haven't been playing it a whole lot, but I have enjoyed it. Is Resident Evil Village?
Oh.
Is that what that's the one that we're on, right?
Yeah, that's
Village.
yeah, that's Village. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Yeah, Lady D. So, I have been enjoying it. I think it's one of those games where we've been playing together, and maybe that's why I'm enjoying it as much as I do, because I have been enjoying the series. I don't think I would enjoy it as much if I was playing by myself, if I'm being completely honest.
I
because
I
it's a
would
game.
second that, to be honest with you.
Okay, yeah. So we're on the same page where like we are enjoying it as much as we are because we're playing it together.
Yeah, because
And
I
so
started
definitely-
7 without you, and then as I
I
was
remember that.
yeah, and then as
Yeah,
I
because you hated me.
I beat the first boss, and then I got to like the bug area, and then I was like, I miss my wife, and then I stopped, and I was like, you want to play this?
Is that whenever did you start that one and then we started from the beginning? Is that what happened?
Yes.
Or no?
Yes. So like
that's what
that
started it.
that beginning. Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Well,
Exactly.
love it. So we've been enjoying it, and I definitely feel like that's one of those games where we're probably not going to beat it this year, but you know what? That's my goal for 2025 is to beat Resident Evil Village.
It's okay. We're
Number
watching.
2?
We're watching. What's it called on our free time? Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Well, yeah, we're gonna be on the 3rd. We're starting the 3rd movie tonight. Heck yeah! And then next week we're gonna be sad.
True.
We're definitely both gonna be sad. Both of us
I
are
might.
gonna be very sad.
I might crack a giggle.
He's gonna. Cry
I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna
actual
laugh.
Tears. What other one? Oh, okay. So then we lead on to my second game. My top 2 games, my love, you already know. Random, you may already know too, but these are not new. In fact, in the cozy gaming community, everybody knows these. I'm a basic, you know what. And my number 2
Heidi
game would
Klum.
have to be once again, the
Heidi
Animal
Klum.
Crossing New Horizon.
Number 2 is Animal Crossing.
Yeah, number 2 is Animal Crossing.
Oh.
New Horizon
Yeah.
specifically, because number
New
1
Horizon specifically.
is New Leaf.
Absolutely, it is. I'm just kidding. I actually am gonna start a New Leaf again at the start of the year, but we're not gonna talk about that yet. We'll talk about that at the beginning of the year. But yeah, I don't know what made me get back into it so heavily. I think I decided I needed to finish an island. I needed to complete something because I have never completed an island. I have never gotten far enough to even get past a 3-star rating, which is so sad because I've been playing this game since launch.
There
I
ain't
consider
no way.
I
You
swear on my life, my handsome, I have never made it past 3 stars on my island, which is
Really?
why I was shocked and very proud of her when I found out that Yesenia had 5 stars on her island because she had a lily of the valley.
Is that how
I
you
was
get them?
Yeah, that's the only way you could, unless I guess you can like pick them from Treasure Islands, but I know for sure she
mean the
didn't do
cheater
that.
way?
Listen, you can't cheat in a game that is not a competition to anybody else, okay? You can't cheat in that.
There's no Animal Crossing speedrunnings?
I mean, I guess there is, but
Is there? I have no idea.
actually I don't know. I mean,
I gotta look
imagine
this
there
up.
could be.
Speedrun.com.
Is there a speed run for, I don't know, like would the speed run be including because it's one of those
usually have
games.
multiple categories.
Okay, because I was gonna say, would it be with time traveling, without time traveling? Because if it's with time traveling, it's you're playing the full day. It's not like you can, you know.
I mean, there's like, considering that like speedrunnings, like they're usually like glitch positive. Like there's always categories where like
That is
Yeah.
true, yeah.
yeah, like just use as many glitches as possible. I'm sure they don't care. I will say, the category first debts, where you pay off your first debt, 12 minutes and 40 seconds.
Dang.
What in the world? What kind of
Yeah.
money? How do you get that money?
It's not with money though. You with your first debt, remember, is done by. Actually, you know what? I feel like that's possible. Yeah, your first debt is with the Nook miles.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Because
that
you
what
have
that
to,
is?
it's like 8,000 or 5. It's no, I think it's 5,000, something like that. Yeah, you have to get 5,000 Nook miles, which takes some time because you get like 300 at a time. But
And what would you say
I
was
mean-
random?
Like, what was the time?
Yeah.
yeah,
12 minutes, 40 seconds.
12
That's
minutes?
actually- no, that is pretty impressive. But I imagine, yeah, that's definitely doable for sure.
There's also the category for all debts is 1 hour and 17 minutes and 1 second.
All debts?
And that is insane.
1 hour.
Unless they're cheating. Oh, actually, let me.
Ah, you said cheating. You agree.
This way. No, I feel like. Never mind. Let me scratch that. Take that out. Take that out.
Scratch the record. Wipe it clean.
Scratch that. You know. Yeah. No. I feel like that's crazy. In an hour, you said?
Yeah, for all debts.
That's insane. Good on them, but I'd have to watch that because I want to see how they did it. If they're time traveling, that makes sense. But if it's like organic play, then how?
I imagine
need
it.
to know.
I imagine it's time traveling, but I could be wrong.
Oh, well, I
mean-
mean, yeah, I guess never mind. You have to time travel because you have to time travel to the next day in order to get the upgrade.
Yeah.
Okay. It's still difficult though, so like not to because you still have
That's
to
a
sell.
downplay?
Like, what are you selling? Dang, what are they doing? Send me that video if you have it, because I want to see it. What the heck?
Yeah, every speedrun on speedrun.com has to have a video provided, so...
Yeah, that's actually insane. I kind of want to see how that's done. Not that I would ever do it because treasure islands are a thing, and I'm literally subscribed. I pay real life money, real life American dollars in order to get like first access to treasure islands.
Did you say quarters?
So, no,
Yes.
American dollars.
Oh, I thought you said quarters for some reason.
If it was quarters, I'd buy it for the whole family, but no, it's dollars.
Okay.
I pay $10 a month in order to get unlimited. Actually, that's a lie. I use Amazon, but anyways, unlimited access to treasure islands unless the servers are down.
That's
And
funny.
I've been using it, and so I'm probably about 60% done with my island, maybe now that I've finished. So stay tuned for 2025, the beginning, because my goal is to have it done by the end of this year. Am I playing it right now? No. But I will have it done.
I'm assuming you're playing your #1 game.
You got me there.
Ooh.
So with that, we'll lead into our #1 game, which I'm currently playing right now with my little Joy-Cons in my little hands. Stardew Valley.
Bam.
Come on, man. I love this game so much. And this is another one where I've been playing it probably since, I mean, just like my wonderful husband said, around launch, if not a couple months after. Because I think you started before me and you're like, babe, you gotta do this game. You're like, have you played Harvest Moon? I said, yes, I have. And I loved that game. And you're like, bet. And so we did, and it was great. I stopped playing it for about 4 years. I never thought that I was I thought I was good at this game. Let's just say I thought I was pretty professional, because in one of my save files I completed the community center, I married, and I had 2 children. I was like, I'm freaking golden. I was like, I don't think anybody else has done this before. I'm actually really good at this game. And then I started watching like 100-day Stardew Valley videos. I was like, wow, I suck at this game. So
Yeah, there's always a bigger fish. Those
Always.
guys
oh
are
my
super grown.
gosh. And like seeing how people complete the games, or like how much they get done in those amount of times, God bless them. You know what? I wish I was that dedicated. I wish I could do all that, but I can't. So that's another thing. Stay tuned for next year, because I'm going to attempt it. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, you just can't go wrong, especially with the 1.6 update. Concerned Ape is an anomaly in the gaming community, in the gaming like sphere, really, because who does that?
It's true. It's true.
Who gives a free update that like not only fixes bugs, and it doesn't just give you like a couple extra things, like it basically revamps the entire game? That's actually insane. After the game's been out for like 7 years, bless them.
It's not even
whatever
just
that man-
revamping the game. It's also like free content updates and stuff. It's wild.
For sure. Yeah, I don't know. I hope both of his sides of his pillow are cold every night.
What? Okay.
I hope they're cold. I hope it stays cold for his head.
That's funny.
I don't know his real name. I forget what his real name is. I had it recently in my mind, but
Concerned Ape. That's his real name.
we love you.
John Ape.
John
We love
Ape.
you. Mr. Ape, we love you.
Now where's
Alright.
where's your next game? Where's Chocolatier, whatever?
Listen, he said not to ask him. He said, please don't ask. So we're not going to ask. I'm going to be super
Well, I'm
duper
asking him
patient.
right here, and he's
No.
definitely watching this podcast. Where is it?
He's going to block us. He's going to block us before he even... I swear. We're good content, I think.
I love the I think. The confidence is insane.
Insane. Okay, so that's it for my lovely wife. Random. Do you have a runner-up?
Yeah, I think I do have a runner-up, actually. And a runner-up for me this year, I feel like, would probably be, probably Beat Saber. What's it called? I've been getting like a bit more into like just the VR gaming space. I do have a Quest 3 on my end. So yeah, Beat Saber. It's not really something I play on my own very often. I play it with Mika as like a thing, just to have like a thing to do between the two of us. And we got into like the modding scene for it also, so we could mod in, custom tracks. You can have like videos, like you can have like the music video playing on like a theater screen in the VR space, if like that's a thing that you're into. It's pretty cool. I think that's been really good. I've been really enjoying it all year long. Every time we boot it up, it's a good time, and yeah, it's just really fun. Really like Beat Saber.
Yeah, I think you're the only one of us 3 in here who has played VR, so it's hard
Within
for
the VR space.
yeah, it's hard for the rest of us to comment on that. But hey, music games are cool. That I
Yeah,
will
music
say.
games are cool. I mean, that's really the thing, right? Is that like just, hey, music good. We like music in this household.
Music awesome.
All right. So I feel like you guys probably have a decent idea of what my year has looked like. For me gaming. But just to get it out on number 3, I think number 3 for me would probably be. This is hard for me. This is actually kind of hard for me.
Oh snap!
I have to choose between one of 2 things. For my number 3, I think I'm going to go with, and I'm going to go with this just because just for the sake of being different. I think I'm going to go with Peglin.
Just for the sake of being different, I love it.
So I was
Peglin.
thinking of I was thinking of doing Balatro also, but like I like those two games are like in the same spot for me, if I'm being quite honest.
Oh, okay.
But I think if I were to choose one over the other, I kind of want to go with Peglin. Um, Pachinko style roguelike with little goblin man, very cute, very fun. Watch funny number go up kind of game.
Mm-hmm,
Um,
mm-hmm.
Very reminiscent of another game which I will mention down the line. But yeah, the roguelike deck builder type genre along with Balatro and also Inscription, but I feel like Inscription I didn't play that much this year, at least the roguelike mode. Those are games that have like held on to me for like even before this year. But Peglin, it had its like full release. It's had a couple of updates since then, and I feel like the game's in a really good state. I was uploading YouTube content fairly consistently for a while for it, and I just love playing the game. It's really really fun.
I remember
Yeah.
thinking that game was hilarious when you couldn't just choose your direction.
When you
What-
can't,
your next
yeah,
destination.
yeah, misnavigation is such a real thing in Peglin.
It's funny
so-
because like in roguelikes, usually you want to like you're choosing where you want to go next. So you can kind of plot out
Yeah,
what
it's a-
you're trying to build a little bit better.
yeah, like say you want to go somewhere for an upgrade, or you got a bunch of money and you want to buy stuff, or like a bunch of that stuff, right? For there's a chance you lose it all to like one misnavigation. Like it's just over.
The ball hit the wrong peg, and then you went the other way and you died.
Yeah, you're just so owned, dude. You're so owned.
It's so funny.
Number two, for me this year would probably be Pizza Tower.
Pizza Tower.
Yeah, the funny spaghetti man, Pepino spaghetti. For those
I
who
currently
aren't aware,
own this game on Switch. I just haven't touched it yet.
It's a good time whenever you do pick it up. This game is like I feel like it kind of tackled the difficulty curve of like any platforming game kind of perfectly, because I feel like one of my favorite games of all time is like Celeste, right? And the way Celeste handles difficulty is whenever you die, it's just like an instant respawn. So like there's not really much downtime. You just kind of keep on throwing your face at the wall, and eventually you'll make progress, provided you're like trying to figure out what you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
With Pizza Tower, on the actual levels, this is outside of boss fights. Boss fights are the only part of the game where you have a health bar. In the regular levels, you cannot die until the timer starts. And the only way you can die during a level is by running out of time on the way back to the beginning of the stage.
Oh, okay. So you gotta.
You're basically like kind of cruising, chilling, gathering stuff on the way to like what you're supposed to grab, quote unquote. And then as soon as you grab the thing, you have to run all the way back.
Yeah. So that's a very speed-oriented game, right?
Yeah, it is a very speed-oriented game.
Okay. So I think that really solves my issue that I have with 2D Sonic games. Because the issue I have with 2D Sonic games is I have no idea where I'm going. So I just run into walls and all my momentum dies. So Pizza Tower, I go to said destination, and then because you went there once, now you can remember what it's like on the way back, and therefore do it with, assuming you remember what's happening.
Yeah. There's gonna be like some variants and like.
That's cool. Wow.
Yeah, that's why I really like Pizza Tower, and there's options for like the Mega Speedsters if you like really like it. I would say if you do play this game, I don't think you should do it for every level, but I think you should at least try for one level to try to get the elusive P rank, which is
I'm assuming that's the equivalent of S.
yeah, pretty much. There is an S rank in the game, but like the way you get a P rank in a stage is you get every single collectible, every single little fella that you rescue, and every single secret, all without dropping, because the game also has a combo system. So you can't drop the combo for the entire stage.
How do you drop combo? Is it by running into
Yeah,
obstacles?
if you get hit, it doesn't ruin your combo, but it reduces your combo timer. It's like a countdown.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Mhm. So like there's chances to save it, and then you also have to do a second lap of the run backwards.
Dang.
The music for lap 2 is very adrenaline inducing. It's very fun and like it's such a good rush. Like I said, I don't think you should do it for like the entire game because to be honest, I'm still in the middle of it and I still find it stressful.
Mm.
But like I think for one level, like even if it's just the first level, which is called like John Gutter, I think you should at least try for that. And it would be I don't know. I feel like you should experience that rush at least once, you know?
That's the hook right there, huh?
Yeah, that is the hook. Like playing through the game normally is a great time. Don't get me wrong. Even like the last boss, I think will particularly be like a nice reference that you will appreciate. I'm not gonna say anything else besides that. But yeah, the game on its own is fantastic. But that's like what hooked me into the game is like going for that like that adrenaline like monster type stuff, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Cool.
Anyways,
Cool.
so for my number one, this will surprise probably no one. My number one for the year, it was Slay the Spire.
No way.
No way. dude.
Really?
Ah, I'm no weighing right now. I'm no weighing.
I thought it was gonna be Hello Kitty Paradise Island or whatever that game's called.
Hello
Rocket-
Kitty Island Adventure.
Island Adventure. Continue. Slay the
Yeah.
Spire.
Slay the Spire. So this is a game I think I started getting into like really, like maybe like 2 years ago or something like that. And in the time that I have dedicated myself to conquering the Spire, I have hold on, let me double check because I don't want to get this number wrong. I have now accumulated over 505 hours on this game.
Which version, by the way?
Like which version of Slay the Spire? This is the Steam version. I'm sure I technically do have like some time. Yeah, I also had it on my phone. and I've been
That's
playing it
that's the point I'm making right there. Is you did yourself dirty. And by
Yeah,
dirty,
so-
I mean you made it easy for yourself to get addicted.
Yeah. And I would also like to point out that I have climbed all the way to Ascension 20 also on my phone.
Wait, so you did it on both?
I did it on both. I haven't gotten all the achievements on my phone, but I did get to A20 on my phone
Oh my
with
gosh.
with every character. The game is so much fun. There's so many like funky combos and like weird little things.
I think you need to write a guide.
A guide. I'm thinking of doing like a tier list and stuff for the game, like as a person who has finished it now. Because that's the other thing. I did finally, like just recently. I think it was the 18th. I just got all the achievements on the Steam version. And what's funny is the
18th.
the achievements that I had left weren't even hard. They were just kind of like weird little gimmick achievements that are like, oh,
Go to bed.
you need a very specific deck to get this to work, like channeling 9 plasma in a run or having 25 focus on the defect.
I'll be right there. Go to bed.
Yeah. Slay the Spire, my number one. I'm still playing it. I'm playing modded. Yeah, 'cause
Modded cards, modded decks.
Yeah, modded decks. You can play as like the bosses and like weird little enemies. And like, I mean, there's like a bunch of random mods also. Like I know Soul Bad Guy's a mod.
What?
What? Yeah.
What?
They'll put anyone in this game, dude. There's Joko from Persona 5. I'm pretty sure I saw like this Pokemon mods. And I don't know, dude. Like it's kind of like an endless like void of replay value.
So
And
Bad Guy's just so random to me. Is
it
that
kind of?
because of Sajam?
I don't know why. I'm not really sure why, to be honest. There
I've
are-
said it before because I discovered the game because of Sajam. I saw him play
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, this game looks dumb, but he says it's fun, and he was right.
He was very right. I did not like. The first time I played this game, I finished one run and I called it a day. I was like, all right, that was fun. I did it. I beat the game, and then I came back eventually after finding a content creator who did a lot of YouTube videos on it, and it just became a rabbit hole of like, wait, I'm getting better.
That's a good feeling right there, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's like the whole thing for a roguelike. It's
Yeah,
getting
so-
crazy good.
eagerly awaiting the sequel is basically the message there.
Nice. Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot they announced that.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
announcement.
Which we did talk about in last
Yeah.
episode. First episode.
Which I did
Episode
listen
numero uno.
Yo, of you, thank you.
Yo. Okay, so yeah, that's our top 3 games that we played in 2024. We're looking forward to 2025. Two quick things before we wrap up for this podcast episode of Gaming Buddies. Number 1, just go quickly. What are we playing right now? What are we currently sinking some time into in our gaming space? My love, we'll have you go first. This is
because I'm actually currently
because
playing.
you're actually currently playing.
I'm trying to catch this stupid lava eel, in Stardew Valley, that I've never caught before in my entire life, and I decided to remix my bundles, and I'm regretting it.
Is that one of your bundles? I take it.
Yes, I have to catch these weird fish, and lava eel is one of them. I'm like, oh, damn it.
So you are currently playing Stardew Valley. Obviously enjoying it. It's your number 1 game of the year. Personally,
Heck
right?
yeah.
So, yeah, good game. I'll go next. What have I been playing in recent time? I've been playing Zenless Zone Zero and Magic the Gathering. In Zenless Zone Zero, I managed to pull Miyabi. That's her name, right?
Yeah, Miyabi. Yep.
Miyabi. She's such a fun character. She's such a cool character. I'm so happy I was able to pull her so quickly. So between that, Magic the Gathering, and before I go to bed, usually some Vampire Survivors. And I played, what is it called, for the first time? The Among Us stuff. I didn't even know that was there, and it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
I was watching you play it too. I was like, it was so funny. I like the little rainbow Among Us that you had following you around.
Yeah. There's one where you just have like your weapon is just hats, and you just throw your hats at things.
The attention to detail on the Among Us DLC is
insane. Like you just get like a vent, and then the hole or like the ejection thing, and the whole side of the thing just opens, and
it tells you how many enemies got ejected.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool. Or like the little buttons pop up, the little blue buttons, and you press them in order, and then the jet engine for the spaceship comes up and just incinerates on screen everything. It's so cool. It's so cool. So yeah, that's pretty much been the extent of what I've been playing. Random, what about you?
Zenless for me, I also managed to pull Miyabi on my first 10 pull, and then I got her weapon on my second 10 pull. And then
okay, chill.
Look, man, I was just I don't know what was happening that day, man. I'm gonna be real. Like
what is the luck thing, my love, in Stardew Valley?
What do you mean the luck thing?
Isn't there like a luck thing, like you watch the TV and they tell you you're gonna have good luck or something?
Oh yeah. It's like the fortune teller or something. Yeah, you watch the TV and it's a good luck day.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was just my day.
That's what Random had. Good on him.
Mika was upset with me too. She was like, "How dare you have good
I'm
gacha
upset.
luck? What about my gacha luck?"
One of the previous like updates, you pulled a character that I wanted, and I despite all my desperate attempts, never got the character.
Oh, you're talking about Juyen, right?
I don't even remember anymore. I'm sad. Let's stop talking about it.
Look, man, you have Qingyi. Get off my back. Anyways, so I'm also playing Stranova. Still playing Slay the Spire. Picked up Marvel Rivals is one of the new ones, and I'm also back into Yakuza 0, and I'm having a great time.
Nice. Speaking of QB,
Nice.
Yeah.
You're smacking dudes with bikes, right?
Yes, I am actually, and it's doing a lot of damage.
Yes, it does.
I'm also throwing money like into the sky just so people will leave me alone.
That's funny. So okay, yeah, there we go. Last thing for us is there anything that you as in any of you want to point our listeners to, our viewers to, that you might be working on? New Year's coming up. Are we working on anything? I'll go first. In the new year, hopefully on Mondays, if things work out, I will hopefully get back to streaming. Wednesdays will continue to be my upload days for YouTube. And we will continue this podcasting the 15th and the last day of the month. So keep an eye on that for me.
Yo, white content, bro. No way.
We're working on stuff.
Yeah, man. You think you're
Love
just
that.
just as a quick question, if you don't mind? You think you're gonna try to work on dual streaming, since that's allowed now?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure the logistics of where I want to go, YouTube or
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
or Twitch. Just because I know, just like I've heard that discoverability on Twitch is better as opposed to YouTube. So you know, I don't know, but we'll find out in the new year. I'm leaning towards Twitch though, to be honest with you.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good.
Sounds good. Okay, what about you, my lovely wife, Holly Bolly Lollipop? Are we doing anything?
I'm hoping to start. Oh my gosh, sorry, the cats scared me. The cats are fighting outside.
Oh,
Right here.
That scared the heck out of me. What was I saying? Cut that out.
Do you have any upcoming plans for like
Yeah.
Content.
Oh,
things
yes,
you
I
wanna
do. Yes, thank you. Sorry. Woo. I would like to start maybe streaming again. I'm hoping that by this time next year. Gosh, I hope way before that. By like the first week of January, I will have a video up of my island tour. I would like to start streaming more cozy games again. I realize I kind of missed that, so I figured 2025 would be the year that I maybe do it and try to dedicate a little bit more time to it, but also not stress myself out. So
yeah,
we'll see how that
that's the
goes.
For
important.
sure.
That's the important part right there, because that's why I'm doing one stream a week, not trying to kill myself
Yeah.
over it. You know, want to enjoy myself. Anyway, Random. What about you? We got anything
so-
going on?
Definitely want to be streaming. Probably mid-January is when I'm gonna start. Like trying to get back onto the streaming horse. I still have Penguin videos I need to work on for sure. But
Hey,
yeah, my
that's all
hope
right.
is to have like a healthy balance between like YouTube uploads and then like one stream a week is kind of what I'm shooting for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically where I want to end up. So I'm gonna try to have my first upload back up probably, I don't know, let's just say like maybe at least like before like the new year at least. Let's just go with that. That's
Hey, so you might have already seen a new Random Task video, but by the time you see this podcast,
let's hope, right?
If
You guys
not,
can call
and
me
the-
out on it.
if not, go to the comments, say Random. Hey, you said,
Bro,
where's it at?
So much for a New Year's resolution.
Poser.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's it for us. That wraps it up for the year. 2 episodes in 1 year. Yippee! Let's go.
Yeah.
We're hitting new records, new strides.
New records. Hey, we're working out here. We're doing things. Happy New Year's from us to you.
Happy
Thank
New
you.
Year.
Thank you for listening. And as always, just know that Jesus loves you. Thank you again. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.